I think it's been almost a year getting back to this Stoicism series again. A lot has happened in this, and I still want to not focus on not being able to deliver through this and focus more on better late than never aspect of it. Things happen, you're pumped up and something happens and it just breaks the whole routine until for you to pick it up again after almost a year. What has happened in that time? I had an amazing trip to Canada and Vegas for my batch trip, and I got married in December, and I got laid off from Microsoft in January. So it's been a roller coaster kind of life, and there's been addition to perspectives, learnings of how to live your life, and learning from mistakes. So I think it gets more onto the fact keeping a growth mindset. Today is April 25th, 2023, and the Daily Stoic says that there's nothing wrong with being wrong. If anyone can prove and show to me that I think and act in error, I will gladly change it. For I seek the truth by which no one has ever been harmed. The one who is harmed is the one who abides in deceit and ignorance. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 6.21. Someone once attempted to argue with the philosopher Cicero by quoting something he had said or written. This person claimed Cicero was saying one thing now but had believed something different in the past. We've all been there. His response: I live from one day to the next. If something strikes me as probable, I say it. And that is how, unlike everyone else, I remain a free agent. No one should be ashamed at changing his mind. That's what the mind is for, to change. A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds. Emerson said, adored by little statesmen and philosophers and divines. That's why we go to such lengths to learn and expose ourselves to wisdom. It would be embarrassing if we didn't end up finding out if we were wrong in the past. Remember, you're a free agent. When someone points out a legitimate flaw in your belief or in your actions, they're not criticizing you. They're presenting a better alternative. So accept it. Alright. After reading the Daily Stoic, the habit that I also stick to is doing the journal. And for today's journal, the question is, am I willing to admit when I'm wrong? And for this year, what is appropriate and what is more relatable to me right now, just the whole experience with interviewing. And I think this is where the growth mindset kicks in, right? There's so many personal and professional instances where I can think, oh, I was wrong. But one personal that I'm really working hard is to focus on how can I make it right. Be it a question that I was not able to answer in an interview, and I beat myself to it for the fact that how could I not know the answer to this tricky electrical engineering question. But being more open to the fact that you're bound to be wrong, and there will be future instances as well where you at that moment feel that you're right, but years down the lane you have gained some perspective, you have gained some wisdom, and you can clearly see that you were in the wrong. So being open for that, and to err is human, and being able to understand that plays a key role for this Stoic.